My name is Sivu Zani and this is Trees a Crowd, My Ordinary Life. So today I want to talk about a topic related to the pandemic that is going on right now, and that is hand sanitizers. Okay, like I've mentioned in one of my videos, when I think that was my first video, when I was doing a cleaning routine for my kitchen, my laundry, and I mentioned that a style of cleaning has changed a little bit, although I was using certain products to disinfect and do all of that, but it has changed slightly and to accommodate the pandemic. But as far as hand sanitizers go, I've always had a little bottle in the office at work, every time. And people used to ask me, Sivu, what is this now? And I'd be like, it's a hand sanitizer. Because when you're away from the tap or the sink and you can't wash your hands at a specific time, and so a hand sanitizer is good for those moments. And because I'm working in an environment, construction, and in my department is, we like give a service to people because it's the health, safety, environmental department, and everybody coming in and coming out, and we touch, they hand us over papers or documents that they've communicated on site that we need to file and keep on record. And so all these things have been touched by different people, and then you take them and you file them, and you've been touching these, touching the printers, touching all of that. So during the day, you need to hand sanitize to keep your hands fresh and clean at the same time. And then so that has been part of who I am, and I've always also encouraged that among my colleagues and my family members and here at home as well. So my daughter, since she was 2 years old, she knows when she started to do potty or go to the toilet bathroom by herself, she knows that she needs to clean her hands first. If they are dirty before she goes to the toilet, she needs to wash her hands, and then after that she also needs to wash her hands. Before she eats, she knows she needs to wash her hands, and after that she knows she needs to wash her hands. So it's something that I've installed in her, and so she's been doing it for years now. She's 8 years old now. She started doing that since she was 2 years old. So hygiene is also part of our health, everyday life. So when the pandemic hit and people were told to really take it seriously, we already doing it. And we just incorporated more of the hand sanitizers, like in bulk, basically, like more than we did before. So what annoys me about this situation is that now people tend not to wash their hands regularly, or as much as they're supposed to. Now people just rely on hand sanitizers, and what's bad about this is that doesn't help, because at the end of the day, your hand sanitize on top of dirty hands, and you're just doing a whole lot of other damage, and you're doing cross contamination, you understand? And that is why what we did at work is to have like hand washing stations all over our area, so that it's easier for people to go and have a place where they can wash their hands. Like I'm saying, using hand sanitizers throughout the day or most of the time really can soil your hands, leave them tacky, leave them nasty. Like you can just transfer a germs basically, and you will be spreading also the virus by doing that. So washing hands is really easier, and it's really a much better way of controlling bacteria, germs, and even viruses. So, and also what annoys me and what I've been noticing is that if you're going to town or to the shops, if you're going to go to maybe several shops, all of the shops obviously are adhering to the regulations, and everybody has got sanitizers. And you go from one shop to another one, they hand sanitize you. You go to the next shop, they hand sanitize you, and they're all using different types of sanitizers, different types of brands. And by the time you get to the last shop, or by the time you go home, your hands are dirty as, you know what I mean. And it's very, very annoying, and really it defeats the purpose of this whole contamination and spreading of the virus, because at the end of the day, it's like you end up, you know, touching whatever and doing whatever with with these dirty hands, because some of the hand sanitizers have got perfume and have got fragrances in them, you understand, and they've got dyes and all of that, and that can also play into, what can I say, they can also play into the whole unhygienic part of, you know, hand sanitizers. But anyway, we need to adhere to the rules, but I wish that we can have like a one standard, you know what I mean, where we know that, okay, you're gonna use a hand sanitizer, but it's basically has one standard from one shop to another, and they know that they need to follow that standard. Because also the other thing is that hand sanitizer, some people are allergic to hand sanitizers, because it does affect the skin, it aggravates whatever skin problems they have, like eczema, and if you have allergies as well, I think it aggravates those type of, so they need to be really, really careful on what type of hand sanitizers they're using. And my advice is that you just need to just make sure that you wash your hands instead of using a hand sanitizer all the time. And like I said, it's there when you are not near to the water or the tap, so you use a hand sanitizer. But then you also need to know what kind of a hand sanitizer that is good for you and for your skin as well, because also the alcohol, too much alcohol in the hand sanitizer, that is also something that people need to look at, because I think, if I stand to be corrected, it's between 60 and 70% alcohol that needs to be in the hand sanitizer. So I've got a couple of hand sanitizers here that some I like and some I'm really not sure about them. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this one is a skin Sensations hand sanitizer, fast drying, contains 75% of alcohol, and it contains alcohol, aqua, which is water, glycerine, hydroxyl cellulose. It's got a castor oil as well. And this hand sanitizer, okay, I need to really take off this. So yeah, the alcohol is there and it's not too pungent, and it does disappear into the hands, but I don't like the feeling of it. But as I am rubbing it into my hands, it does disappear as I'm rubbing. My hands went clean, by the way, so that I can be able to really test out the sanitizers. And this one is from Oh So Heavenly, and it's a tropical treat. It's got 70% alcohol, and the ingredients on this one will be water. It's got perfume in it and fragrances. Like I said in the beginning, some of the hand sanitizers out there have a perfume or fragrance in it, and those ones bother me the most, because it just leaves your hands at the end of the day tacky, and some of these perfumes are really not that great in terms of smelling, but it disappears very quickly on the hands, and it's not a really overpowering smell, the tropical treats. But like I said, I really don't like hand sanitizers that have fragrances or perfume. And this one is a waterless hand sanitizer. This one is from Clicks. I think this kind of brand from Clicks, the one with these little hands, Helping Hand Trust. When you buy these, one of these with this label, I think you also make a donation of some kind. And it's got little granules in here. And this one, the ingredients are water, alcohol, glycerine, it's got fragrance, perfume, and it's got tocopherol acetate, one time I heard that when there was a YouTuber was reviewing all the products that have chemicals in it, and she did say that tocopherol acetate is really not a good product, and I think it's just a synthetic, if I'm saying it correctly, because if it's got an acetate, it's not really your vitamin E, because I think tocopherol is vitamin E. I stand to be correct, like I'm said. And this one, the fragrance is really strong. Not really sure if I like this one. And then this one is, I bought these two at the same shop from at the Hub. Yes, this one's I bought at the Hub, and this one is it contains 75% alcohol, and it's fast drying, and the ingredients are the same as the other one: alcohol, water, glycerin, hydroxyethyl cellulose. Yeah, it disappears, but I cannot really smell the alcohol, but it's there. And this one is one of my favorites, and I did mention this in one of my videos that I did on my tips when it comes to like 10 things that you need to clean on a regular. I did feature this one with a couple of other products as well. This one is from Adcock Ingram, and it's a hand disinfectant which kills 99% of bacteria, fungi, and viruses, and it's got about 70% alcohol. This one is like water, like it's like you're taking water from the tap basically, with alcohol, 70% alcohol. It just disappears, and it just cleaned everything else that I just put on my hands. Really like it. We use this one here at home, and I did have it, a little bit of it in a bottle where I just carry it. Oh, the other thing is, I think that when you get into a shop, you can just show the security or whoever is at the entrance that, you know what, I've got my own hand sanitizer, just to avoid that allergies or irritations from other hand sanitizers out there that they have at the stores. You can just show them, you know what, listen, I have my own hand sanitizer, look at me, I'm using it right now, so I don't need this one because I'm allergic, or I don't know what ingredients are in there, so I don't want to risk it. So I think they do allow you to do that because I've done it. And basically, if I do forget it, obviously it's a little bit of a headache, but yeah, they do allow you to do that. And then this one, also put it at Clicks, it's Anoxa One and All Gel Hand Sanitizer, 70% alcohol. And on the ingredients, it doesn't have any perfume or fragrances. Takes like quite a while to disappear into the hands. I'm telling you, I really don't like that. Disappears, and it's like I'm putting on a lotion. So for me, like, I prefer a hand sanitizer to just be like water and alcohol. I don't care if it dries my hands, because immediately after that I'm gonna put on a moisturizer which will bring back the hydration into my skin, a very good moisturizer. That's all. I think that is what you can do, because at the end of the day you do want to get rid of your germs and bacteria and viruses as well, especially during this pandemic or at any time basically. So that's what I prefer. And then this one also is another one of Clicks hand sanitizer from Expert. And oh, this one I said it's Anoxa, also from Clicks. And I think I've used this one before, and yeah, it doesn't have any perfume or fragrances. It's good as well, it just disappears. It's like water basically and alcohol. And this one, I've never seen this one before. It's VP Herbal. Yeah, it's antibacterial, non-sticky, refreshing, and it's got aloe. The ingredients will be water, aloe. It's got perfume, and it's so strong. The smell. It does disappear, but it feels like also like gelish. Feels like a moisturizer. And this one is an aerosol. It's a liquid cleaning, and I think these two sanitizers, I bought them from one of the shops in Wheatbank, which is called Jam or Jam Jam. And these two, and this one is basically an aerosol. Very, very refreshing, and it just disappears into the hands as well. Very nice, I like it. And the ingredients is got ethanol 99%, sodium benzoate, propylene glycol. It's got a fragrance, and it's got fragrance glycerine. Basically that's what it's got, but it's not bad. And it's also a surface sanitizer, so you can use it on surfaces as well. I think I'll prefer to use this one on surfaces just because of that fragrance, because I don't like the fragrance. And then this one, and it's got a dye, this one a blue dye as well, and it's got fragrance, water, glycerine, and alcohol, and it's also like water. I really like that. And it's not pungent as well, the alcohol. So yeah. So the other thing that I've also noticed, and we have these at work as well, where there's those stations, those sanitizer stations, where you just press with your feet so that you don't touch anything, and then and then it pours out on you, or it shoots out like a spray. And then I like those ones because it shoots out. The other ones, it just, oh my goodness. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, some of those stations are really dirty. I don't know why people do not clean them. Just because you're going to tap with your feet there and not touch anything, it doesn't mean that it has to be nasty while it's standing out there. And so I think those are the other things that tend people off from using those hand sanitizers. And then also where a person just leaves a hand sanitizer at the entrance and everybody just touches that and sprays off on themselves. Why? Because you should put a person there dedicated to stand there and spray everybody. Then you know that there's no cross-contamination. That person is the only one who's touching that bottle and spraying everybody else, and then they put it there, they go into something else. Once they see this one, or they just stand there at the door, because in most shops that's their job anyway. Okay. Anyway, I'm just saying that it's really frustrating to see those kind of things out there, but at the same time people are really adhering to the regulations, where we have to use hand sanitizers and put on our masks and all of that. So yeah, basically that is all that I wanted to share. And I wanted to say also to people that please be careful. That I prefer, really prefer, more than anything, because when the lockdown hit, I wasn't really frustrated at the people taking all the hand sanitizers away from the shops, buying them and stuff like that, because we're gonna be at home, and the only time we were gonna go out there was when we're gonna buy essentials. So at home there's water, there's soap, so I didn't have a problem with that. And that is what really I prefer, that people just wash their hands. Okay, I've seen ladies at work going to the bathroom and then just walking out. Understand what I mean? And you were there touching your nether regions and just walk out. It's disgusting. And then even if you have a hand sanitizer at your workstation or your desk, it means nothing. You know what I mean? Because there was water and soap right there in front of you, you didn't use it. I don't know those kind of people. I don't understand them. And also, you were there touching the handles in that bathroom where everybody else was touching. How do you know if one of people, of the guys or of the women that went into the bathroom doesn't have the virus? So we just need to be careful, guys. Hand sanitizers can be there. available when only there's no way of you having water in front of you to wash at that point. But mostly wash your hands with water and soap. Okay, I think it's about 20 seconds and you wash, and you just make sure that your hands are clean. If there's no soaps around, you still have to wash your hands with warm water. Keep it at the 20 seconds and your hands will be clean. The most important thing is to use water and your hands will be clean. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope this was informative and interesting. And yes, I'll be back with another video. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, do leave a comment down below, and also share the video. Thank you. Bye.